Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am here to do a Final Fantasy 13 video as per request of Casey, one of my channel followers, and also thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, dude. So in this video I am going to be showing how to, well, hopefully showing how to get the 5-star rating on the Doom Herald. As you can see, I've already got the 5-star rating. Now, this is by far the most challenging monster in the entire game, and I dare say that he's probably one of the most challenging mobs throughout all of Final Fantasy, if I'm honest, in my personal opinion, which is why he's also made it into my top 10. Although I'm still working on recording that video, I'm still trying to work out how best to do it and how best to piece it all together. So anyway, without further ado, let us grab this. And you can find the Seathstone mission here in Oriba. I'll just pull up my map, you can see just where we are here. And you're going to need to kill this thing a total of potentially 2 times. I mean, you might get lucky and take this thing on without the gold watch, but it's doubtful. In order to get the 5-star rating, you are going to need the item which you get off of him for defeating him, which is the gold watch. But we'll get into that when we get there. So for now, I'm going to pause my recording for a sec while I just get to the mission location, and then I will go through the equipment that we're going to need, and also the abilities that we're going to be wanting to use, as well as the paradigm setups or paradigm setup. So bear with me, folks, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've made it to the location in question, which is the Yashis Massif Palace, whatever it's called. So now we're going to go through what we need to actually take this thing on. So, first things first. First thing to note is you're going to want to have your grids near enough, you're either going to want to have them all maxed out or as close to being maxed out, because even with a team that has every single job role maxed out, you are still going to struggle with this fight because it's that hard. Next up, let's take a look at the paradigms. So in my case, I've got a triple saboteur, I've got a relentless assault for getting that little bit of extra damage in. The reason why we're going with the saboteur is because you're going to want to use poison. It is an absolute must. Triple sentinel, this will deflect the wicked whirlwind. And then I've got a sentinel double medic setup here. And then actually we should probably take this one out. We're going to want to put in a triple med here. And we've also got a triple synergist to get our buffs back up as quickly as possible. And we're going to start off in our sabotage paradigm, because the first thing we're going to want to do is get poison on there. Okay, so now equipment. Let me see. I need to just see who's got what. So you're going to need this gold watch, which extends the target time for battles, making it easier to obtain that higher ranking. And like I said, you get that from defeating the Doom Herald the first time round. As far as Vanille goes, you're going to want to buff up her magic as much as possible. So let me see. What other magics have I got that I could give her? Oh, that would do it, the warding bit. And then obviously with lightning and Fang, I've got the power gloves on and the Genji gloves. And that's pretty much all you're going to need equipment wise. Oh, also one more thing to note, you want to make sure you've got maxed out technical points as well. I've got 5, and that's because you're going to want to use, well, be able to use renew. There are going to be a few sticky situations potentially where you are going to get caught. Okay, so let's go ahead now and make our way just up these stairs here, and we'll head to the boss. I'll just have to deal with these a second, bear with me a second, folks. Shouldn't take me too long. In fact, let me pause the recording a second while I deal with these to save us a bit. Okay, so I've dealt with that fight. We're going to go ahead and now make our way on up. Now, as I stated at the beginning of this video, there is no guarantee that, that I'll get the 5-star rating. One moment, folks. Okay, now that I've dealt with that interruption, as I was saying, so there is no guarantee I'll get the 5-star rating this time, but I'm going to show you guys the basic principle of doing it, and to also help you out, KC. So we're going to go ahead and chuck a Fortis Soul and an Agasol on, and we're going to go ahead now and jump into battle. We'll go ahead and skip this little cutscene because we don't need to see that. Okay, so obviously this thing does hit hard, and the first thing we want to do is get poison onto him. And at this early stage we can try and get a few other debuffs on him and try and do as much damage as possible in the earlier stages. I can get some hefty damage.
Don't want to lose, do you?
So right now he's in his impenetrable aura, which means we physically can't hurt him, and he becomes temporarily immune to absolutely everything. Just to point that out. This is also the perfect time to get your buffs back up again, should you have lost any. Once he comes out of the impenetrable barrier, you're going to want to de-spell and then get poison straight back on him, as fast as possible. Like so. Once you've got all your buffs on, if you've got some time, go ahead and start walloping him with a relentless assault. Try and do as much of that hefty damage as you possibly can. So right now we have dropped him down to about 14 mil, which doesn't seem like a lot, I'll be honest.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Don't get predictable.
Right, here we go. The poison will do a hefty amount of damage to it. It will chop his health down so fast.
Don't want to lose, do you?
He's starting to take our buffs out now as well, so we need to be careful of that. So we've got him down to 12 mil now. I did get a little bit reckless there as well. Sometimes a bit of recklessness is in order to actually, you know, get the damage in. Start getting these buffs back on.
Appreciate it.
That's going to be a bit of a problem. Get the poison on him. So what we'll do in this case, now that we've got the poison on, is we're going to go ahead and start getting our buffs back on. And we'll let the poison do the work for us.
I gotta do everything. Thanks. Don't sweat it. Don't get predictable. Thanks. Not a problem.
Let's see how much have we trimmed off. Not a lot this time round, but that's fine. We'll make that up later. A little bit of speed is of the essence here as well. That should slow him down a bit. Let's go into combat clinic here and just heal up. We want to keep these buffs up at all times as well if we can. Too slow. Okay. Let's see where we're at. So we've got him down to 10 mil. We're doing well. And we're now getting a bit more ahead of him as well. So we're back where we should be. And as we go through the fight, he will start adding more buffs on as well, so we'll need to be quicker at dispelling them. I've also noticed actually that constantly buffing and making him dismantle our buffs stops him from damaging us, but it also slows him down from going into impenetrable aura because he'll be too busy trying to take us out, or trying to take our buffs out. See, there we go, we're now down below the 10 mil mark, we're getting there. Sugar. Now this is where we want to go into a tortoise, and as you can see it has completely and utterly annihilated the damage, and that is because his wicked whirlwind attack does horrendous amounts of damage. However, the wicked whirlwind does come at a bit of a price to him, and that is he cannot go into impenetrable aura for a considerable amount of time, and this is where we can now bombard him a little bit. And we just have to stay ahead of him and stay on our toes a little bit. So I just want to try and see if I can... I'm going to try and... I'm going to take a risky manoeuvre here. I'm going to try and see if I can... I'm going to see if I can stagger in a second. It's a really risky manoeuvre and I can use a renew if I need it, but I'm trying to avoid it if it's absolutely necessary, since I want to save that for emergency purposes. And there we go, down to 6 mil right there. So now from here we'll go to combat clinic and we're going to just heal up and then follow up with a mega growth, or whatever it's called, rapid growth even, and we're going to get our buffs back up while he's healing himself. He's probably going to wicked whirlwind again right now, so we are going to just get ready to counter. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just go ahead and debuff him. Sugar. And this is where that renew comes into play now.
When you're ready.
We need to get those buffs off of him and get the poison on. One of you get the poison on. Come on, girls.
Let's take things up.
Oh, there we go. Now we've got it on.
Thanks. Don't get predictable.
He's gone into impenetrable aura. I've managed to get him to back off a second.
Not a problem.
Oh no you don't. Come on, one of you get the poison on. Come on, faster. Thank you. So as you go through the fight, you have to get quicker and quicker with your reaction times, otherwise you are going to get slammed. I'm going to do a risky maneuver here now. He's gone into impenetrable ore again and he's down to 4 mil, so we're making good progress here and we are staying ahead of him. Just going to chuck a heal on here a second, try and get ourselves back up to full health. I'm hoping we can also pick up another renew as well as we go along. Oh, we've already got poison on him. Cool, I'll roll with that then. I'll let the poison do the work for me for a sec. Let's get those buffs back up. Let me start. Go. Let's see how we do it. Which one button? So he's down to very little health left now. Getting these cheeky little pot shots in will always help as well. Oops, there's me not paying attention. Oof. Let's just get some rapid growth in there as well, because we're losing buffs again. See, as you can see, when he's doing the whole debuff thing, it doesn't really damage us that much. See, where's he at? He's at 1 mil health left now. Oh, no, 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 no! I think I just managed to survive that. Just. That might have just screwed us a little bit though, unless I can get Vanille back up, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. Not quite sure how we're going to deal with this particular problem. I wasn't oh no, 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 no! Oh, you absolute ass! This is where realistically the renew would have come in. Oh no, I'm down. But you get the basic principle, folks. That's how you need to do it. Unfortunately, he outsped me this time. But that's basically how you do it. But I hope this video helps, and I hope it shows you guys how to do it. If you need any more help, please do drop me a message and I will be happy to answer any other questions you might have. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, folks, and I'll see you all next time for whatever video I do next.